Hello folks, I am going to try to do a little tutorial on how I build my leather holsters. First thing you have to do is make a pattern. I'm going to use this Canik TP9 SFX. It's clear. I cleared it before I started the video. And due to time restraints by YouTube, I have to keep my video under 15 minutes. So the pattern video may take several different little short videos. Anyway, this is my weapon. What you're going to do is you're going to lay it on your paper. I like to use this. It's watercolor paper you get in the craft section at Walmart or Hobby Lobby or wherever you buy your supplies at. I use a mechanical pencil. First thing you want to do is lay your gun out here. You want to hold your pencil straight up. Try to keep your weapon still, which I'm not very good at. And you'll trace around the outside of your weapon. If it has an RMR, a red dot on it, you just want to make a tracing of the whole thing. The bottom of your slide here is a good reference point. So you're going to mark it at the bottom and the top like that. Okay. And we're going to connect this line. I call this the center point, but it's not the center point of the gun. It's a good reference point to work off of though. So we'll put a C there. Get your piece of leather. Lay your weapon back on here. Lining up your reference point. Take your piece of leather. I'm trying to hurry and put as much information in this as I can. Now mark your center point. I'm using a pencil because this little leather strap thing I have here is for a different project, so I won't be able to get that off. Take your finger, push your leather down to the paper like this, and where it meets, mark it. Okay. This is going to be the top side. Okay. This mark is going to be the same anywhere on the gun. At your trigger guard, do the same thing. Line your mark up. Push down. Push it down to your table or surface, whatever you're working on. Where it meets the table, mark it. We'll call that the trigger guard. I always put TG. Okay, and then you'll do the same thing on your barrel. The barrel on this thing, it tapers down. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to build a straight up holster for it. This holster is going to have an inlay. Mark it. There's your barrel. Okay. I say okay a lot, by the way. Lay your weapon to the side. On your drawing here, I know it doesn't show up real well on camera. Doing the best I can. line your C up on your piece of leather. You're going to come out here and you're going to mark where your trigger guard mark is. Mark where the top is. Do this 2 places on your trigger guard. And 2 places on your barrel. Okay, your top line. I'm going to put a line there. Your 2 marks on your trigger guard, we're going to connect those. Your 2 marks for your barrel, we're going to connect those. And I have 4 lines to work off of. Okay. We'll take our wing dividers here. You get these in any hobby store. I've had this pair a long time. We're going to go from the bottom of our trigger guard here over to where we marked our trigger guard off of our piece of leather. That line is already straight. What we're going to do is we're going to bring this around like this. Where it almost touches your barrel line. I do a lot of freehand stuff. Most of my stuff is free-handed. Okay. My square, where's my square? Take a square, and we're going to mark off of our top line here. The square line at the end of our barrel. Okay. Like that. This is going to be our inside stitch line for our front piece. I build most of my holsters are pancake style holsters, so it has a back piece and a separate front piece. I can't tell that helped any at all, but I'm using my phone to control my camera. Wow, it says we're at 9 minutes already. Alright, then I take my wing dividers. And I set them to 1/4 inch. Come back over here to this line and I'm going to follow it down. I'm going to do the same on the top line. Another 1/4 inch. I'm leaving myself plenty of material because I'm going to sand the edges of this holster to where I want it after I do all my sewing together and stuff. Okay. Okay. Here, this is the front of our holster. Your trigger guard ends in this area, so I'll curve this up. Come in right there. Something similar to this right here, and then I'm going a line across the bottom, round off our corners. Now for our inlay, I set my wing dividers at 3/8 of an inch. Come in here like this. I'm going to draw this with a pencil. I might do some erasing here. Now, off our inside stitch line, we're going to come in at the same 3/8 of an inch. Mark it. Do the same thing on the trigger side. Okay, I'm going to cut all this out and I'll be back. Okay, that's probably about all the time you just going to give me. I just cut my outside line out with a pair of scissors. Cut my inlay piece out with an X-Acto knife. And these are going to be my patterns that I draw on the leather. And cut that out. So I'm going to end this video here, and I will do another video on making the back part and the attachment places, and we'll just keep going these little 15-minute videos until we get it all done. Thank y'all for watching. Just bring it.